Stars win, baby! Let's go! We're not out. Okay, so I apologize. I wasn't able to get a live reaction for this game. Some things came up. However, I'm here. So let's get into it. We start this game. We're missing Hintz, Foxa, Como. Those are all three big penalty killers. And it kind of makes sense why the penalty kill has been a little bit struggly lately. Tampa Bay goes on a power play early. They get a couple looks. Don't quite find the back of the net, but they do apply some good pressure. A little over 2 minutes to go. Looked like Alexiak gloved it right on the blue line, kept it in, batted it into Sagan. Perry comes flying in, and it just kind of comes to Perry, who then shoots it, goes through the arm of Vasilevsky into the net. It's 1-0 Dallas. Let's go. Huge goal, huge goal. We needed that goal. As we know what Tampa likes to do, they start putting pressure on because they want that goal back quick. So they're pushing, We get out of the first, and it's left at that. Perry would get another look out front. He gets a little one-time chance in the slot. That gets denied. He's just wishing he had that one back. So we push about 5 minutes into the period. Palat comes streaking down and gets fed to him, and he goes around the D-man, cuts back out front, and Miro kind of honestly gets caught just watching and goes literally right in front of him and just tucks it. So now we got a 1-1 game with 15 minutes left in the second. Chances kind of go back and forth for a bit in the second, and nothing else would come out of it. So we head to the third period. We're about 3.5 in, and they work it back to the point to Sergachev, who rips a slap shot, goes through a couple bodies, Hudobin screened, and it's 2-1. And I'm not gonna lie, that was a really devastating one. I was scared that this might be the end of the season. I'm not gonna lie, that was a deflating goal. Very deflating. And you can see by his face on the celebration that he was pretty excited, and he kind of felt like that could be it too. But with a little under 11.5 to go, Stars are working. They want it. It's a Stars thing to do. And then we get a power play with like 8 minutes to go. Unfortunately, we don't capitalize, but we did get a couple shots, I guess. Close to the end, Perry would actually get a nice tip right at the end of it from Guryanov's shot pass, and it would just be kept out. Just under 7 minutes to go. Stars continue to work with Sagan. Passed it to Heiskanen, who one-timed it. Pavelski doing what he does best. Out front, right by the goalie, finds the puck. Flips it over the pad, puts it in, ties the game for the Stars. Let's go. That's Pavelski's 13th. He ties point for the lead in the playoffs. Now we're at 2-2. Now with a little over 4 minutes to go, Tampa Bay's putting a little pressure on, trying to get that goal back. And Cirelli turns and fires and rips one off the post. And I saw that and I'm like, I really hope this is like a key factor into the game. And we end up getting through the rest of the third, and for back-to-back nights, we're headed to overtime. The first overtime, I'm not going to lie, as a Stars fan, was kind of hard to watch. It being the long change, the long bench, whatever you want to call it. It's not particularly Dallas' strong suit against Tampa Bay, as we have seen in the series. According to the score app, Dallas only had one shot in the first overtime. We did a good job, for the most part, at keeping Tampa outside. You could tell both teams were fairly tired, as though this is the second game in 2 days to go to overtime. And it was pretty much all Tampa in this one. It was almost all zone time for Tampa. But like I said, it was mainly outside stuff for the most part. So Dallas just kind of parked the bus, I guess, for the most part in that period. And they weren't playing to win, but they were playing not to lose. If that makes sense, at least, and that's kind of what they said too at post games, heading into that intermission between overtime periods, as no one scores in the first one. So they said our focus was like play to win, don't play not to lose, play to win. And Dallas came out a lot harder, and they looked a lot better. They've had a little bit of pressure on. I was feeling a lot better about this game, just like that. 11 minutes to go. Perry comes in, and he tries to put one short side, and Hedman's behind the net, and he's trying to dig it out between Hedman and Vasilevsky. And it ends up coming back up to the point, Klingberg has it. He rips one on net. And here comes Perry, finds it, and he just puts one off a pad, and then he grabs it back, puts it around the pad, and then in. We got a goal! We're not going home! That is, oh my gosh, I went crazy. I was so excited when I saw that. We live another day, 2 days I guess, we live another game. Great stuff from Perry. Great to see him coming in clutch. I haven't really had a whole lot bad to say about Perry in the most part. He does take some bad penalties sometimes. He got lucky with Game 4's hook being a 4-on-4 right at the end of the game there, or at the end of the third period. But he's a veteran. He knows what it takes. He's done it before, and he knows that this could be his last crack, and that's kind of what we're getting from Pavelski too. I'm just hoping we get a couple more contributors for Game 6, and I hope that leads to a Game 7. I will leave it there. If there's anything I missed, please go down in the comments and let me know, and let everyone else know what I missed. If there's anything you'd like to add or touch on or anything like that, put that down in the comments. If you enjoyed, drop a like and a subscribe. And don't forget to go to Twitter and check out my Twitter account, Stars Fan Reaction. I'll have a link in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys after Game 6. And we all know I'm hoping for a Game 7.